Defensive driving, how to avoid accidents and drive safely. Introduction. Driving is much more than just controlling the steering wheel and pedals. It is a responsibility that involves your own life, the lives of your passengers, and everyone else on the road. Defensive driving is a set of techniques and attitudes that make driving safer, helping prevent accidents before they happen. Even experienced drivers can get into accidents if they don't maintain constant attention, respect the rules, and make predictable movements. Over my more than 10 years of driving buses, I have never caused or been involved in an accident. This experience has shown me that awareness, patience, and discipline are just as important as technical skills behind the wheel. This audiobook is designed to help both new and experienced drivers develop habits that truly make a difference in everyday driving. Here, you will find practical tips, real-life examples, and techniques for anticipating risks. The goal is simple: to make every journey safer. Principles of defensive driving. Defensive driving goes beyond simply following traffic rules. It is about adopting a preventive mindset. The main principles are: 1. Full attention. Stay fully focused on the road, avoiding distractions like your phone, loud music, or conversations that take your focus away. 2. Anticipation. Predict the movements of other drivers and pedestrians. Observing subtle cues, like a slight break from the car ahead or the position of a vehicle in the lane, can prevent accidents. 3. Safe distance. Maintain enough space to react to any unexpected situation. The 2-second rule is simple and effective. 4. Appropriate speed. Respect speed limits and adjust your speed according to road conditions. High speed in urban areas or on curves dramatically increases risk. 5. Preventive behavior. Avoid taking risks, be patient and courteous. A defensive driver prioritizes safety over haste. Safe following distance. Keeping the correct distance between vehicles is one of the most effective ways to prevent accidents. The 2-second rule works like this. Choose a fixed point on the road, like a post or a sign. When the car in front passes that point, start counting. 1001, 1002. If you reach the point before finishing the count, you are too close. In adverse conditions, rain, fog, or night, double the time to 4 seconds. This simple technique increases reaction time and can prevent rear-end collisions, which are very common. Practical example. On a rainy road, if a vehicle brakes suddenly, being too close could make a collision inevitable. Keeping distance gives you time to brake or steer safely. Speed appropriate to the road. Maintaining the right speed is essential for road safety. It's not just about obeying speed limits, but adjusting driving to road, traffic, and weather conditions. Speed versus road conditions. In urban streets, school zones, or areas with heavy traffic, slowing down is vital. On highways, speed should respect legal limits, but also adapt to rain, fog, or reduce visibility. Risks of inappropriate speed. Higher speed means less reaction time and more severe accidents. A small distraction at high speed can become a serious collision. Reducing speed on curves and shoulders. Slow down before entering curves or narrow shoulders to avoid sudden braking. Practical strategies. Maintain a constant speed when possible, avoiding unnecessary acceleration or braking. Observe traffic flow and adjust speed according to other vehicles. Anticipate traffic signs in risky situations, reducing speed gradually. Real-life example. On wet roads, I have seen drivers lose control even on gentle curves. A simple speed adjustment could have prevented the risk. Adapting speed is often the difference between a safe trip and a disaster. Awareness of the environment. Being a defensive driver means constantly being aware of what's happening around you. It's not enough to just look ahead. Continuous observation. Use mirrors and constantly watch ahead, to the sides, and what's approaching from behind. Identifying danger signs. Slight braking, sudden lane changes, slow or stopped vehicles may indicate potential danger. Behavior of pedestrians and cyclists. They can be unpredictable. Anticipating their movements can prevent collisions. The experienced eye technique. Skilled drivers notice small details, like fast approaching vehicles or signs of fatigue or distraction in other drivers. Practical example. In urban areas, a pedestrian may start crossing outside the crosswalk. Attentive drivers notice this early and can brake or swerve safely. Anticipating risky situations. Defensive driving is not just about reacting. It's about foreseeing potential problems before they happen. This skill sets experienced drivers apart and significantly reduces accident risk. Think 2 to 3 steps ahead. Observe vehicles, pedestrians, traffic lights, and signs. Imagine possible scenarios and plan your actions. Warning signs, flashing brake lights, cars tilting to change lanes, or sudden acceleration may indicate imminent danger. Evasion techniques. O, preventive braking before a risky situation. O, safe lateral maneuvering. O, maintain enough side distance to avoid collisions. Real-life example. On a city street, a car ahead braked lightly. Keeping distance and watching the driver's behavior, I slowed gradually and avoided collision, while nearby vehicles almost crashed. Defensive driving in adverse conditions. Weather and environmental conditions demand extra attention. Defensive driving adapts to each situation. Rain, reduce speed, increase distance, and avoid sudden braking. Wet tires reduce traction and increase braking distance. Snow and ice. Sudden movements can cause loss of control. Avoid abrupt acceleration or braking. Night. Use headlights properly, reduce speed, and watch for pedestrians and animals. Heavy traffic. Stay patient. Avoid risky overtaking and use lateral space for safe maneuvers. Rural or dirt roads. Reduce speed, watch for potholes, loose stones, and animals. Real-life example. On a rainy night, I doubled the distance in the car in front and reduced speed. When the car ahead braked suddenly, there was no problem. Prevention always works. Common mistakes every driver should avoid. Even experienced drivers make mistakes that increase accident risk. The most common include following too closely, distractions, phone, eating, talking, or loud radio, dangerous overtaking in prohibited areas or low visibility, ignoring speed limits and traffic signs, lane changes without signaling or checking blind spots. Real-life example. Many accidents happen because drivers don't maintain safe distance or attempt overtaking on curves. Avoiding these behaviors is essential for defensive driving. Defensive driver checklist. A preventive driver follows habits that make driving safer. Before leaving, quick vehicle check, brakes, tires, lights. Adjust mirrors and seatbelt. Plan the route and check traffic conditions. During the trip, maintain continuous attention. Respect safe distance and appropriate speed. Anticipate risks and other drivers' behavior. Daily habits. Sleep well before driving. Avoid stress and rushing. Practice patience in traffic. Small actions save lives. Check mirrors, maintain lateral space, use signals, respect crosswalks. Conclusion. Defensive driving is more than a technique. It is a social responsibility. Every driver who applies these practices protects not only their own life, but also the lives of everyone around them. Practicing defensive driving requires discipline, attention, and patience. With experience and awareness, accidents can be avoided, making every journey safer, as I have demonstrated over more than 10 years on the road without a single accident. The goal of this audiobook is simple. Turn awareness into habit. By applying these techniques daily, you become a safer, more conscious, and prepared driver, ready for any situation.